In that movie, the reason why it all popped off is because they felt like the president that was there, he extended his term, even though they were like, "Nah, he should have won." So that could easily happen. But it's
Shalom, shalom.
wrong.
All right. First and foremost, we're going to start off by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash, and double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone who well. Salutations to the hopeful elect brothers. I'm out here with this Arizona brother Tazabah. All right, we're out here on this beautiful Monday morning, just in the spirit. And Esau, we understand what Esau plans to bring in these coming times, man. All right, Black Swan events, coups. All right, you know, all disguised as certain what's the word I'm looking for? All disguised as certain events, you know, that just are gonna randomly occur. But we understand that Esau does the auto ab KO, man.
Yeah.
All right, and one of the things he's gonna use is the pestilence. You know, you hear the mpox. You know, the monkey gene is coming back with a different variant.
Yeah.
You know.
Now they're saying it's deadly.
Yep, exactly.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Before it was just you get smallpox symptoms, and now it's deadly. That's these devils, and it's cold too because CVID was something you couldn't see. It was just, but now because they know how carnal people are, they gave them something that's spreading that they can see to boost up the hysteria.
Yep.
Because now you see a nigga walking around with a Braille book all over his lips. You're gonna be like, oh shit, you know, that's the guy. They got it. You know, it's a visual disease. So that's what they're using, man. I got this. Psalms 83:3. It says they have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. And this is just another one of those crafty counsels, man. That they're using the election scare, the divide. Even they had that video that came out with Trump sitting there saying, oh, they're getting ready to use a new pathogen to justify shutting down the entire world again. That's all a crafty counsel, man, because now it's stoking the fires of skepticism, and where there's uncertainty, there can be manipulation. Right? You gotta put it. I got another one. It's Daniel's 8 and 24. And his power shall be not by his own power, and he shall destroy wonderfully. He shall prosper in practice, and shall destroy the mighty and holy people. It says, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. And this is what's happening, man. He's causing craft to prosper in his hand through these policies. When they're passing all these new laws, remember in the first pandemic, they were passing all these new laws to where now if there's a public health scare, they can legally take you out of your homes indefinitely, quarantine you wherever they want without a search warrant or anything like that. All this legislation passed with the first one, and now they're bringing a new one, right? With this, monkey POX, and they're sitting there saying that this is a global health crisis, and it's spreading. They had it pop up in Canada, California already, and I think they had another one in New York. So this shit is spreading even in the States. So you're even ready for them to do this whole thing. It says, and by peace shall destroy many, and he shall also stand against the prince of princes, but shall be broken without hand. And this, his form of peace is safety and surety that they're going to maintain the health of the nation by ensuring that they put these decrees out that this shit is spreading. But by that same peace, it's going to destroy a bunch of people, just like the first one when they gave y'all the juicy juice. How many people are coming up with excess deaths now in all these states? You gotta be.
Yeah, man. All right. Like the brother said, they're gonna try to maintain a certain facade to keep these people at bay. So when all hell does start to break loose, they still have that mindset that society is gonna return. Because to these people, that once this ends, you know, or when it looks shaky, or if they can't see outside of this, that is the end of the world, man. They pretty much think the shit's gonna go to shit if America doesn't have or sustain the same liberties or powers, which they were never true in the first place. You know, we have the illusion of liberty, man, or the illusion of freedom in this kingdom, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and what you got a lot of people that have woken up to that, but it's just the simple fact of the matter is that they're using these politicians to keep you people in the mindset that they're gonna do good for you someday somehow. All right, and then they do these little things, these little giveaways, to make you feel okay, but really they're not even giving your own money back to you. That they're probably, you know, they'll do something that's actually looking like it's a benefit of the people. But here it is, they're actually destroying you in some form or fashion, whether it be by them actually trying to get rid of the dollar by pumping more, because that's another way on how this economy is failing, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're pumping out what is it? Is it hyperinflation or is it just inflation?
It's inflation right now.
Yeah.
It's building into hyperinflation, and then the stock market crash was making the interest rates fluctuate, because when the stock market dips, you lose all that value. So if you lose 15% in the stock market, you got to gain back 30%, because you got to account for how much inflation happened with that drop. You got to gain back. I think it's like you got to gain back 34%. So if you lose 15% in the market, like recently, everybody lost 8 to 9% in the market, you got to gain back 22% just to meet it, because now you have inflation on top of that, because the dollar was devalued and they print more at the same time. So this shit is fucked up, man. That's why food is costing more. I got one for what you were saying. This is Lamentation 4 and 17. It says, "As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help, and our watching we have watched for a nation that could not save us." You gotta go.
No, you break that one down, bro.
And that's what the brother was saying, right? Now Jake put their trust in the system, and every single time you put your trust in the system, you got nothing out of the deal. This is not something that was set up for your benefit. This place was set up for your punishment. The Lord said He was going to scatter you through all the nations, right? And you shall have no ease.
Yep.
This place isn't giving you ease. This is why they gave you Kamala Harris. Now she's black, but here she was East Indian, and now she's your saving grace. They gave you what's his name, Obama, and what you started losing money under Obama. Now you couldn't even have the choice not to get health insurance, and if you didn't have health insurance, they charged you more in taxes. Then Trump came in, same story. Y'all just as fucked up, and now niggas is turning around and forgetting all the shit that Trump was saying when he did his first presidency, and thinking that he's the fucking great white hope. Now you niggas are fucking deluded.
No, that's complete madness, though, man. You know, because here it is, you're penalizing somebody for a system that you're not even helping them with. Man.
Yeah.
All right. You know, people talk mess and they'll say, well, at least Canada has free healthcare, and that's true, man. Yeah. Everybody sees across the four corners of the globe on how America does its citizens, especially Israelites, man. And you guys are expecting peace from this place. But this is Isaiah 36:6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt. Why is it a broken reed? Because the Lord is destroying it, man. All right? It's caving in from the inside, man. Yeah. You know, we just mentioned a few things. In-house fighting amongst these different politicians and governments that are supposed to be down with each other, to even the value of the currency. Remember the denarii? All right? Yeah. The average citizen doesn't even know what a denarii is, but once upon a time ago, you were probably in that ancient civilization where you used that. All right? And it had a value. But guess what? Little by little, it started to get stripped down until it was nothing, man. Yeah. Just like the American dollar. All right? But it goes on, it says, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So if you keep on trusting in this, sooner or later, you know it's going to get you, man. Yeah. All right? You keep laying down with a dog, you're going to wake up with fleas, as the old saying goes, man. You know? We understand who Esau Edom is, man. We understand that the elites control the society, and no matter who they have set up as a face, we understand if they're not speaking according to the scriptures, they're off.
Yeah.
Oh, he not a Jake, off. He ain't got no beard, off. Why is he even running for president in the first place in this wicked ass nation, just completely off? Yeah. You know, why are you trying to save and make this place great again? You know, where the Most High said that, you know, hey, stand now with the multitude of thine enchantments, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. You know, hey, you couldn't see the facade of how America would look on this end when it comes to all this degradation and the immorality, you know, which is funny because I did this video on this little hat yesterday, and he was like, destroyed the immorality of America, in the West. But it's like, okay, who controls that? You little hats.
Yeah.
You know? He went into how Gog and Magog is Russian. He said all this, but he still supported this. He was one of those Messianic Jews, man.
Mm-hmm.
But he still supported, somehow he went back to supporting his narrative of the Iranians being hateful, and they're really of an Aryan race. They think that they're better,
mm-hmm.
and which they are the real Aryans. But you go into that word Aryan, it really goes into a symbol, man. All right? He's like, oh yeah, it means noble, so that's the reason why they're doing this. No, the reason why these nations are doing what they're doing is because for years, America and Israel have been trying to invade Iran.
Yeah.
And everybody knows it. You put it in all your shows.
Yeah.
And then here it is, you're trying to make it seem like, oh no, they just came for us. Somehow they thought that we shot missiles on them, man. Yeah, but it's back this way, man. It's
pointed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, bro. I got this one for you going into that inflation. Be loving it. It says, Revelation 6:6. It says, and I heard the voice. Come on now, go ahead. Shalom, bro. And I heard the voice, a voice in the midst of the four beasts, say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. When you go into that word penny, it means denarius, which went into a day's labor in the Roman Empire. So it's talking about inflation, a measure of wheat for a day's labor, a measure of barley for a day's labor. This is why your food prices are shooting up. See, inflation is actually part of the scriptures, and it shows you the evident fall that this kingdom is going down, man. Remember, the scriptures talk about the liberal shall no, the vile person shall no more be called liberal. He's being taken out of rulership. His kingdom's falling. His money is not prospering no more. So he's loving us, man.
All this honey.
And the Lord said, what? Hurt not the oil and the wine, meaning the anointed, the word.
Yep.
So even through all this, like the scriptures say in Isaiah the 65th chapter, my servant shall eat. Yep. At the end of the day, when all this stuff is popping off, if you did what the Lord said, he's going to make sure that we are able to sit here and maintain, man. You say he never saw the righteous begging bread, man. We're going to be taken care of because what? We took care of the Lord's business, man. You got something?
Made me think of that Psalms 91, actually. It's in Psalms chapter 91. I'm going to start at... I'm going to start at verse 3. It says, surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. All right, which that's ultimately going into the nuclear missiles. All right, but every last calamity that befalls. It says, he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. And that's literal. The fact, like what the brother just said, the fact that we've been working in this truth is become a weapon unto us, man, and a covert unto us to protect us from what's about to come. You know, even the angels, man. Because we've been seeing the angels more and more. The Lord has been showing the angels and the Most High is among us, man. You've been seeing them in chariots. Brothers might have seen them in diverse encounters, man. You know? But the Most High, shit, or you ain't even seen them physically, but you've seen them in the actions on how the Most High deliver you out of a situation. That's what we're coming into, all right? But it says, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness. All right, because hey, that mpox that is actually affecting people. You know, mostly we understand that that's that broken wrist disease. You know, so that's lovely. You know, where it said that the measure which was met for their wickedness.
Yep, that's the recompense for their wickedness, man. It's, what is that? Romans 9th chapter.
Not Romans.
Romans first chapter.
Yeah.
Exactly. It got you?
I was trying to make sure you might have been sweat on you. But yeah, it says 1,000 shall fall at thy side and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
And that's what's gonna happen, man. With our eyes, we're seeing what the downfall of his kingdom, and when it intensifies, when the Lord, like the scriptures say, then shall they know who are my chosen. When this shit actually starts popping off and people start going crazy in the streets, there's gonna be a hedge about the believers, man. Where we're gonna go through all this shit for a witness. We might have to take our licks too.
Yeah.
But ultimately, the Lord is going to provide us the protection, and we're going to be here for a witness that this kingdom is falling in our eyes, man. We get to see this place literally collapse and have an account of it, man.
Right, we're the witnesses on earth, man. All right, on earth as it is in heaven. We're giving account of these things being true. Just like you had the diverse prophets and witnesses back in the day, they gave account of Yahweh Shai, all right, to verify that these things are true. Well, we're here to tell you this ain't just no story. Although this seems surreal, these things are happening, have happened, and a lot worse is about to happen that the Most High is about to bring. This is Psalm chapter 5, verse 8. Lead me, O Lord Yahweh, in thy righteousness because of mine enemies. Make thy face...
Isaiah 55 and 11 says, So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please. It shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. And like the brother was saying, these words that were written in these scriptures, they're going to happen. They're happening right now, right in front of your eyes, right? And that's why you got all these Christians popping up, sitting there talking about the prophecy in the scriptures. Now there's what is that dude on not redacted? Remember that video? He was a Fox News dude, and he went into how Gad had
Glenn Beck.
Glenn Beck, yeah, Glenn Beck. When you go on his shit, he recently had somebody going into the book of Ezra, the 13th chapter, 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, going into the eagle. Like, why are all these people going into these books now? When for years, when we went into them, y'all didn't have anything to say. Because now that these prophecies are happening, the Lord is making it accomplished in the thing whereto he sent it, now everybody wants to talk about it. Well, we know that there's far more coming, and the destruction of this society is part of it. And this is what Christians try to push off, that this evil kingdom is going to be wiped off the face of the earth. And all you Christians can't leave America, so some of y'all got to go. If that's the case. So, hey, we're in that time. Go ahead, bro.
You got it. I was listening, man. Well, yeah, no, like the brother said, we're in that time. You got evangelicals trying to come against brothers in the scriptures, aside from the apologists. They aren't even real apologists, man. They just want to come against the actual apologists and the actual evangelists that's preaching this gospel, man, that's preaching the good news and the good tidings of the kingdom to come. Because and that goes to show you that they're wicked, because why would you still want this?
Yeah.
Why would you still want this, man? The Lord is showing you that he's not with it, man. All right? The Lord is about to take this place down. But this is Psalm chapter 85. Verse 6. It says, Wilt thou not revive us again, that thy people may rejoice in thee? Show us thy mercy, O Lord Yahweh, and grant us thy salvation. Which we understand that comes with the destruction of this place. But it says that the fellowship of iniquity shall not have fellowship with thee. All right? So you got to kiss this place goodbye, man.
Yeah.
You'll see all the memes that people post online that, the Lord will take, like the little girl with a teddy bear, and they had this chiselry with a bigger teddy bear behind them. And he was just like basically saying, sacrifice that to me and I'll give you something better. Yeah. And she was like, but I love it. And it was smaller. Yeah. And she was comfortable with it. Yeah. But here it is, you people have all the means and the motivational speeches in the world, but when it comes to certain things that you have to let go of, you don't want to, man. Mm-hmm. The Most High is showing you that he's not okay with what's going on. Yeah. All 2020 people is like, God is pissed. But now that you've been lulled back to sleep, since everything hasn't hopped off like that yet, now it's make America great again, even you Jakes, man. Yeah. Or whatever Kamala's, because nobody even knows her slogan.
Yeah, nobody knows.
Black women, that's her slogan.
Well, one of her slogans that she's been doing is what we could be if we left what was behind.
Yeah, I heard you're basically trying to, and they don't even understand that.
Yeah, that's the new world. That's the NWO.
It's the same shit.
Yeah.
That they plan to operate on a new machine, all right? Which is gonna be a lot more fucking vicious than the old one.
Yeah.
All right, they're gonna revive that ancient Roman iron spirit on your ass, man. Either way, it ain't just Jake that's gonna be fucked. All you Americans are about to lose your freedoms, man. All right, no matter who's in office, and they keep saying, no matter who's in office, all right, it's gonna be ill for the people. But all right, that's pretty much it. Spirit change.
Hey, you know that one in Revelation, the Draconian?
Yeah, I actually was holding on to that one.
This is Matthew 16, because you made a statement. Matthew 16 and 24 about these people not wanting to give something up. It says that Yahushua, and then said Yahushua unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. And that's what these people don't want to do. They're not going to give up this world. Hey, you got Israelites that ain't going to give up this kingdom. Because what? They've been getting those riches, they've been getting that money. You got Sakari, right? All these groups been getting this money, they're not going to get this up. So when the MOTB is pushed, which all this is building up into the MOTB, the whole new pandemic, the money system, how that's crashing, how they're exhausting all these methods, because it's when you go into the stocks, it's actually a pattern within the stock market. Every 3 to 4 years, there's either a dip or an excessive gain. And that's by design. So it's built to actually fall and rise so that the interest rates can always go up. They can fluctuate the money growth. They can sit here and control how fast and how slow the economy grows. We're in that 3rd or 4th year now, and that's why you're seeing the stock market start dropping. But this is going to be the last time they do it. So they're exhausting all the normal measures: quantitative easing, fixing up the interest rates, right? Money printing, social programs. They're doing all these things at one time to show you that, oh no, this old system isn't working. But this new one, where we can make sure that everybody has a piece, where we can control what's coming in and what's going out, and how much somebody's able to get, so nobody goes without. This is that new system, right?
Which is, it's complete and utter bullshit. Because I was looking at this online, brother had sent it to me. It says only 8% of the world's currency is physical money.
Damn.
The remaining 92% exist in digital form. So yeah, they've already been pretty much stacking it up towards that level anyway. All right. And especially when the Mpox does what it does, there's going to be another excuse to use a digital dollar for health concerns, man. Yeah. That's going to be the excuse of helping to dump this dollar, is that pestilence.
Yeah, because they changed the meaning of the Mpox and how it actually is transmissible. Because before they said it had to be through sexual contact. Now they're saying it's just through skin and physical touch. So like they're literally changing it up. So to have paper dollars in a system where you have something like that spreading, that makes no sense. So now the contactless payments come in. This shit is progressing faster as the days go by.
Yeah. Hey man, we in that machine now, man. This is Revelations 13:11. It says, "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and spake as a dragon."
And that beast that came up out of the earth that had 2 horns like a lamb is this democratic system. It's American democratic system, right? It's the same. It's part of the same animal, but those 2 horns go into the publicans and patricians, or Democrats, and
the plebeians in the party.
Plebeians and patricians, yeah. Or the Democrats and the Republicans.
Yeah.
This is that new revised Roman system. In the Roman Empire, right? When you go back to the Book of Maccabees, it tells you that this beast had they voted on a king, they voted on a ruler, and there would be no dissimulation, and they'd let that man have the power, and then they vote another one in. Well, this is that same system here, and they're getting ready to speak as a dragon, meaning those draconian laws.
Yeah.
Right? The last 3-4 years has been nothing but them writing in laws so that they can sit here and use health as a means to control the masses, and they're about to fucking do it, man.
Yep. Yeah. Now one of those politicians has abolished those laws that really impact your so-called freedoms, man. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's why you people are really foolish, man. All right, y'all don't understand that your government is completely against you, and they can say whatever they want on television. But only, you got, then you still got some of these dumbass Republicans that are stupid as hell, because they'll see certain things. They'll say, look at all this has been written into the law. You think Trump's going to change that?
Yeah.
But this is verse 12, like the brother said. This is the same fucking beast. And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him. So although Kamala said, moving further into something different and better, however, because I remember she be sounding like she be freestyling up there, man.
Yeah.
Like she don't, like she just seems really dumb. Like did anybody write her speeches or anything? Because it's like when she's talking, she's laughing.
Like, she don't know what to do.
like, what's wrong with you, man? All right. If I was a woman and I wanted a female president, it definitely wouldn't be you, man.
Yeah.
You know, but they're all pushing towards the same beast system.
Yep.
You know, they're telling you they're getting you out of something old, but you don't understand. They're not talking about building up you to be comfortable in society or to give you a fair shake. They're talking about, oh yeah, those were stocks of wood. These are stocks of iron now. Mm-hmm. All right, we're going full force. But it says, and he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, and causes the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. So it's all going back to the same Roman-like society, man. All right?
And that's what Christians get disassociated, because they look at it as, oh, this is just rulership, but there's people that have that rulership. So now you got like that Glenn Beck video I was talking about. They sat there and said that eagle in Revelation, and they fucked up the breakdown because they tried to say the feathers were U.S. presidents.
Oh, are you talking about in Second Ezra?
Second Ezra 13th chapter.
Yeah.
They messed up the breakdown because they said that the feathers were the U.S. presidents, but no, those feathers and the three heads go back to the Roman rulers, and but they'll sit here and say this is just a kingdom, but they don't fucking associate the kingdom with the people that's ruling it. Because if you associate it with the people that was ruling it, now you have to address, okay, what people is this that's causing all this evil on the earth? And they don't want to do that. But that's where the prophets come in. We say it's the Edomites. And now they're getting ready to sit here and just, like the scriptures say, the enemy's going to come in like a flood. And there's another one that I think it's in Psalms, the flood of ungodly men. So that flood that's coming is these devils about to roll in, and these measures that they're going to take. This is Isaiah 19:4. It says, "And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, say Yahweh of hosts." And there's another one where it says, what? A leper shall watch over their cities. And that's getting ready, man. But like when these things really start popping off, and there's a reason why all these other countries, and it's coming out to the public eye that all these other countries, now you have foreign police being written into law that you can have a foreign police in the land.
And that's going off actually. Yeah. It's unconstitutional.
Yep.
There's a lot of things that these nations, I mean, these different politicians are doing that is extremely unconstitutional on both hands. You know, just like Sakari when it comes to the books of Paul, man. Yep. You use it for your own purpose. Yep. But you got something?
No, you got it.
Come on, yeah, this is Psalms chapter 37, verse 12. It says, "The wicked plots against the just and gnasheth upon him with his teeth." All right? So this man is about to exercise full force, man. You know? He's about to go into super Esau mode. When we talk about him bearing the horns, hey, man, he's about to fully bear the horns, man. And he's going to have that AI weaponry out here. All right? And we're not saying that AI is going to run amok. That's you can see in the movies how this guy even operates. He wants to mate it with some of his best slaves. Mm-hmm. You know, he wants to sync you up with the technology for his purpose and for his cause. All right, shit. Even in that movie Upgrade, they showed you that. You know, when they had the super soldiers that had all went under this military project to become better. Yeah. All right, they were still pretty much good old boys that were joined in with E in case he needed a mercenary.
This is Lamentation 4. You got more on that?
No, that's it.
Lamentation 4 and 18, it says, "They hunt our steps that we cannot go into our streets. Our end is near, our days are fulfilled, for our end is come." And that's what this is all pointing to. This devil is about to start. That AI system, because even they sat there and said that U.S. football games now, they're going to start using facial recognition technology. They're going to be literally plotting and charting everybody. And seeing where you're going, how you're going about it, all that.
That is wild. It is fresh as hell, baby blue. This is Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed."
Yeah, and this thing has been prescribed, man. They wrote this plan in the books a long time ago, bro. all these laws that's being passed, all this legislation, how they're working the money, how they're sitting there using, like recently they had the whole lapse in all the social securities for every U.S. citizen.
Oh yeah,
Social security numbers for every U.S. citizen, man. So this thing is really popping off. What's going on, man?
How you doing,
all right, man. So this thing is really going off. So they're getting ready to sit here and use the system, justify. They brought the problem, which is going to justify the reaction, right? Which is going to justify the solution that you people react to.
Yep. Problem, action, solution.
Got it?
Yep. Problem, reaction, solution. You know, yeah, like the brother was saying, man. Because first off, he studies people, man. That's why none of this, you know, this Truman Show that we're living in is by accident. All right, this guy, for one, plagiarizes the Most High entirely, and he tries to create this balance of always being in control, using the left hand and the right, but all his hands are just all left, man. All right, everything's just still. He uses his conservative side, his right wing side, to still do evil.
Yeah. Hey, I got one quick one for what you said. This is Ezekiel 28:5. It says, "By thy great wisdom, and by thy treasure hast thou increased thy riches, and thy heart is lifted up because of thy riches." So that's what the brother was saying. These devils, like, they by their cunningness, they've been able to do all this shit, man. Playing both sides of the ball. They're the gun supplier and the one that passes the laws for the guns. They're the drug dealer, plus the one who creates the laws for the drugs to get into the country.
He the motherfucker that's over. He's sitting over there with the shades on and a hoodie.
With the trench coat.
Hey, kid, you want to buy some drugs? Sure. And then he turns to the cop on.
Yeah.
Hey, where you going? But you just told me. Hey, but why are you in possession of that? Nobody told you to buy it.
All the fucking arrest numbers in the whole department. This nigga been doing this shit, man. You got it, brother.
Cut. Well, yeah, man. Hey, this devil, he sets up situations to get people to react, and when they don't react soon enough, then he sends in agents, agent provocateurs, and actors to get shit going. All right, to nudge it along, man. All right. Shit, actually, they showed you that in the movie The First Purge. You know, when he's he's like nobody, they're not doing anything, so they sent in the good old boys to do everything else, man.
And got the fire stoking.
Yeah.
What that one move justified every purge after that, because it didn't stop for years. When you watch the movie, it kept going. There were whole generations that came around, man. It says Jeremiah 28:8. It says, "The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms." Against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. And that's what the real men of the Lord are going to be talking about. It's not going to be no prosperity doctrine. Nah, you're seeing war, evil, and pestilence pick up, right? And we're going to see what happens with this whole election stuff come November. Even October is going to be a month where you're going to see this stuff intensify, because as it gets closer to that election, that's when shit really start getting real. That's when people start going neck for neck, blow for blow. We're going to see how they spin this story, man. You got anything else?
I'll just read this for the sake. This is Proverbs chapter 10, verse 20. It says, "The tongue of the just is as choice silver." All right? Because these words that we're telling you about, none of it's a lie. All right? We aren't just a bunch of guys who just hated our lives and said, "Hey, buddy, you want to get together to go talk some shit and scare people?"
Yeah.
All right? Because you call us fear-mongers. You know, but it says, "By the terror of the Lord we persuade men." All right? So only the righteous are actually going to be persuaded by this, because they see that these things are true. All right? You're persuaded by better, you know, to escape the terror, man. All right? A lot of Jake don't see it. These heathens see it before Jake, because they see their kingdom is falling. They can feel the power leaving them, man. They feel it fleeting. All right? So what we're telling you, this is more precious than of gold that perishes, man, because that's not gonna be able to save you, man. All right, the guns, that's not gonna be able to save you. Guns jam. Guns run out of bullets. What you gonna do when you got the gun? You just gonna hold it and use it for fear? Yeah. Hey, at that time somebody's gonna touch you. Yeah. It's gonna be these words that are gonna keep us safe, man. All right, and it says, the heart of the wicked is little worth, in which that's gonna be proven. All right, especially for you guys to take the next injections, because the next injection, the next jab might be the the MOTB, man, that Revelations 13 and 16, the charagma, the charax, that brand is inserted inside of you to track you and everything that you do. All right, this digital system that this guy is bringing, man. All right, it's not sin. Like Elder Apostle Tart, he always says, like, when his MOTB comes out, are you gonna continue to push those lies? Or you gonna say, yeah, well, that's not the mark of the beast, but still gonna take it? Okay, why shouldn't we take it? Why should we not take this? All right, you told us to take the other thing. Yeah. What's so wrong with this? All right.
Jesus Christos to get a loaf of bread. Y'all make no sense, man. You'll sit here and say it's the mark of the beast because it is, but then you don't explain how you can buy and sell with it. How you gonna buy and sell with sin? Show us. Come on, man. Where's the system being made? No system just comes online overnight. Boom, it's not there and then it's there. So show us the system that's already being made for you to buy and sell. The last thing I checked, there's a bunch of hoes out here and they just ain't getting free handouts.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of adulterers out here and they're not getting free handouts. So show us the system that's here that you can actually buy and sell with.
Yeah. And that's another thing, man. All right. Oh well, the Lord always redoes things, and where's that in the Old Testament? People like to go by that. Sometimes the Lord can do things new, but if you really want to go into that, the Karax, the C hip, that's still a form of the old system. It's just revised because of technology. Instead of branding somebody, that's so obscene. Oh no, I don't want to look like that. But how about we do this? You're like, well, at least you can't see it, so yeah, why not?
It's like the scriptures say, comparing spiritual things with spiritual.
Yeah.
You have in the law you have the old for a servant to be yours forever. Well, this is a digital old, and you have branding of horses. Well, when you go into the MOTB, right, in the C hip, right, the C hip is the actual brand, right, because that's why it says charagma. When you look up the word, it goes into what? A branding. A brand is what? Pushed on somebody, pressed into somebody. It creates an indent for you to show that you have an allegiance to somebody, right? The root word for that is karax, which goes into the delivery method, the palisade, right? Then it goes into grapho, which is the actual technology portion of it, because grapho goes into keeping a perfect record. That's the blockchain technology. And what else is part of that record? Your banking information, your identity, all those things. Where you work, your health record. That's the technology portion of it. But niggas, it's simple, man.
Yeah, just like when they're tracking the animal, it'll tell them in the system what age. Basically it's like your whole social media profile, which exposes your sexual orientation, your status, what type of ailments you're dealing with, your whole you uploaded to a computer, man.
Yep.
All right, and yet, hey, the charagma, it is carnal, man. All right, it is carnal because it's not of the Most High. This is Revelations 13 and 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast. Being a beast because these nations, they're in the beast-like mindset. Yeah. Which is to push nothing but sin and wickedness to go by your flesh. That's how you people are going to end up taking this, because you're going to be pressed to the point. Somewhat of it is going to be necessity, but it's going to be your necessity of wanting to survive only solely based off this man. Yeah. And that's when the Most High is going to say, well, you don't have to survive off of him anymore. Yeah. That's what the Most High is going to be saying to test the just and condemn the wicked, man. Yeah. All right, you don't have to go by this guy anymore. Yeah. Now it's going to come to the point, which master do you serve? I let you serve this guy because you pissed me the fuck off, but not for you to get comfortable. Yeah. That's the reason why he put so much hell on you. You don't see that? Yeah. But yeah, it says,
and not only because they're in a beast state too. That beast is going into the nations, because when you go back to the book of Daniel, all those nations, all those beasts were nations.
Yeah, what it says that these four beasts are four kings, man. Yeah. All right, which is a great breakdown that the Roman Catholic Church has overlooked for many years. Everybody think there's gonna be a bunch of wild creatures just coming out of nowhere and destroying the earth. Different beasts like they had. What was that on? This is the end. Yeah. Even though it's funny they did show the chariots in that, but it's not gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be beasts out here, but that's not what that's talking about. Yeah. It's gonna be wild beasts out here, but this is talking about this man's system, man. Yeah. All right. His beastly nature. The other nations, they're beasts. All right. The heathen are beasts. like King David said, I was a beast before you. All right? He was foolish like the heathen. But it says, for it is the number of a man. And his number is 606, which we register that is 666, man. All right? Yeah, this is his mark. This is not a mark of the Most High. This is the mark of man. He's carnal. All right? So if you take it, you're going to be saying that this carnal man, he's my God. This man that dies, eats shit, and pisses, he's my God. All right? And that's when the Most High is going to come and destroy whoever that man is.
Anything else, man?
No, that's it.
Well, is edifying, man. It's a call off.
Shalom. Kwam Yasharal.
Kwam Yasha.